Bro, when people, what I got from that is he's a hater. You don't know me as a person. Let's say you don't like me. Like, you don't know me. Like, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck. If everybody including with him, I mean, with him. Fuck.
Question for you.
You're a proud father.
If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside.
Whenever Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis are mentioned in the same conversation, it immediately sparks discussions about a potential clash between two of the most dangerous and skilled fighters in modern boxing.
To kind of wrap your brain around that and make, Kobayaskis comes forward, and Bud Crawford was...
The atmosphere quickly shifted, charged with pride and an underlying tension that felt ready to explode at any moment. Even without an official fight announcement, the live broadcast made one thing clear. This rivalry is heating up and Gervonta Davis is taking it personally. Terence Crawford reacted with laughter, almost dismissing the idea of Tank stepping into the ring with him. Some may see it as harmless, but for Davis, it landed as clear disrespect. As one of boxing's most dangerous names, having another elite champion treat your name like a joke isn't something he takes lightly. And that moment clearly struck a nerve.
It's a bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavels was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition.
Yeah,
he's doing that a lot.
He got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of.
As soon as the clip began spreading online, Gervonta Davis wasted no time responding. He fired back on social media with a sharp message that quickly went viral, calling out Terence Crawford and accusing him of avoiding real challenges while only showing confidence until a serious opponent steps up. Tank made no effort to hide his frustration. And when he speaks like that, it's always calculated. A statement like this sends a clear signal. He's ready to take things beyond words and settle it where it counts most, inside the ring.
Spotlight, they want like, it's like more so like hate type of vibe. Like, you know, they want what you have. Like, they want all the attention on them and type shit. But if they was to get it, they wouldn't even know what to do with it type shit. And it's like, I didn't ask for this. It just what came with it. Like, you know, I'm real.
Gervonta Davis responded by pointing out that Terence Crawford laughed like he would never step in the ring with him, warning that the tone might change once they come face to face. There was nothing playful in his words. He meant every bit of it. For a while now, Tank has been signaling that he's ready to move up and challenge anyone at 147, including the division's biggest names. When fans began linking him with Crawford, he didn't hesitate for a second. He embraced the idea, welcoming both the challenge and the spotlight that comes with it.
How does a fight with you and Terence Crawford look?
147? I tapped that chain. You know he going to sleep.
I already know. I already know
he ain't got no chance.
I already know he is.
Said no chance.
I got round 5.
Got round 6.
Terence Crawford wasn't about to let the situation pass quietly. When asked about Gervonta Davis in interviews, he pushed back strongly, saying Tank had never faced anyone close to his level and that they operate in completely different classes. That response only fueled the tension further. Then came the Ring Magazine Gala, where Davis was not present while Crawford sat front and center enjoying the spotlight. When questioned about Tank's absence, Crawford answered openly without holding anything back. From that point on, the tone shifted. The light back and forth was gone, and the rivalry started to feel much more serious.
About that fight, is it even possible at a catchweight?
There ain't no catchweight. You come up to 47.
You're not even entertaining the catchweight.
No, I'm not.
He's a champ though too, undefeated.
And what champ? Come on, man, tell me what belt. You know boxing. You forgot Devin Haney is undisputed. Devin Haney got all the belts. He the champ. Nobody else the champ. I'm gonna come up here where the big boys at.
All right.
For a period, Terence Crawford seemed completely unfazed by the situation. Whenever questions came up about a possible fight with Gervonta Davis, he brushed them aside like it wasn't even worth the attention. From his point of view, there was no urgency. He's Terence Crawford, widely seen as one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the world with a resume that speaks for itself and nothing left to prove.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that's moving up 2 weight classes and, daring to be great.
You would fight him.
Man, tell him to come up there.
You got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin, so tell him to come and touch it.
Wow. Oh, man.
They said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147.
Ooh, see, oh man.
You're gonna have a pre-count.
Then what the people gonna say? Oh, he's beating up on little guy.
But now the situation feels different for Terence Crawford. It's no longer just about legacy or proving dominance. It has become personal. The focus has shifted toward making a statement directly to Gervonta Davis, turning what started as talk into a rivalry fueled by pride and respect.
You would never even think about to come up to 154.
What about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or
man, I just really don't like that, dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's
it's not your cup of tea. That's just not.
Yeah, I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah,
but his core personality.
And to be clear, there's still no official contract, no confirmed date, no venue, and no promotion in place. That's the only piece missing. Everything else, though, feels very real. The tension, the disrespect, and the heated exchanges that already have fans picking sides. And it's not just the fans watching closely. Floyd Mayweather Jr. has also weighed in, making it known that he doesn't support Gervonta Davis firing back at Terence Crawford.
There was some kind of crazy trash talk with Gervonta and Terence Crawford recently. And one of the things that I've always kind of noticed is most of the time, one of the things that's kind of off limits is families. Like, you usually don't,
Yes. I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. And so I wanted to kind of understand what your thoughts was about, like, some of those comments that was made. I think it was about Terence's wife. What, like, in your mind, where, because obviously, like, you've been in this sport.
I think Terence Crawford right now in the sport of boxing is the pound for pound best fighter in the sport of boxing right now. It's good to see him in this position, in the position that he's in. I think he has a beautiful family. I think he has a beautiful wife, a beautiful queen, a black queen. And there's nothing better than a black woman in this world. That's just my opinion. We're all entitled to our opinion. And I think just in the sport of boxing right now, I think we need to start sticking more.
Here's where things take an interesting turn. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is reportedly preparing to work alongside Terence Crawford for his upcoming fights. The same Floyd who once trained Gervonta Davis and played a major role in building the early stages of his career.
A young kid came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, "You'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter." Years later, he was working with some people from our team, because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. He won a few fights. I think he was like 8 or 9-0. I told him, in under 24 months, you'll be world champion. Made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely. He was a kid that couldn't even buy a bus ticket.
And this is the same Floyd Mayweather Jr. that Gervonta Davis has been calling out for months, which makes the situation even more intense. Now Floyd appears to be backing Terence Crawford, the very fighter who openly laughed at Tank. That alone is surprising, but for Davis, it hits on a much deeper level. First, his former mentor seems to align with his rival, and then that same rival dismisses him publicly on live television. Moments like that don't just get ignored, they add fuel. And for someone like Tank, it only builds more fire.
People don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I wouldn't say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it on this.
That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.